We're recording.
Hello guys, today Mummy is gonna do some riding. There's Lexi Lou. Hiya! Smile. Say hiya. There she is. Now she's doing really well. And we're gonna go get pee. I don't know where she is. Which way do we go, Daddy?
Go into the stable and ask Mummy what are we checking out today?
Okay. Alright, so which stable is she in?
Should we get this stuff in here? No?
I see her.
Go in to see Mummy.
What are we gonna do today, Mummy?
What?
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna try riding pee without a bit.
What's a bit?
The thing that goes in her mouth and helps Mummy control her.
That's gonna be good.
Hello. Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on when you're joining me. But I thought I would bring you guys along with me today because I'm doing something new with this one. And that is riding Bitless. Now, a lot of you on my first video of riding pee commented to put her Bitless because of how she was with her mouth. And I replied to every single one. It's not something I can do because I obviously wanted to event, which means the dressage, I cannot have her Bitless. So I wanted to get her going nicely with her mouth in a bit before trying such a thing. And I feel now we're at the point where she's going nicely in a bit for me to try the Bitless. And I just bought a little extension that goes on her current bridle in place of the bit. The flies are bothering her, bless her. And yeah, I'm going to give that a go. So it's just a little simple pulley system, and I do feel that she might be better with the Bitless. Sorry if I'm out of puff, I'm walking up the hill. So yeah, I feel like she might be better with the Bitless, and hopefully if she is how I think she's going to be, we can use it for jumping and hacking. So I've got the hubby with me today. He sat way at the top because he hasn't got any wellies, and we've got the kids and the pram, and there's a big massive puddle at the top. But I brought him along, obviously safety reasons, doing something we're not normally doing. It's just nice to have someone on the ground, but like I said, it's also nice to also keep the videos for it as well. Oh, those flies, darling. But yeah, so when I get at the top of the hill, if I can breathe again, we'll show you the Bitless attachment. Is this July? Because it really looks like October. Isn't it ridiculous? This weather. And we can't even get near the gateway so close neither, because that bit there is actually a massive hole. Ah, I hate the rain. That's usually in Pea's mouth. But now she's having this put on instead.
Are you still recording?
Yep.
And I am absolutely sweating. And there's a
You
gap
look
down
sweaty.
here. Oh, thanks. Thanks for that. See if I'm still on board.
You should be.
It is a nice one. Daddy, hold in me. It's raining.
Maybe. So now Mel has transferred that into a Bitless thing. What's it called?
What?
What's this?
Bridle.
Yes. Round 2. So Mel has now changed this into a Bitless bridle by adding this fluffy thing at the bottom.
Basically, before I get on, I just want to make sure she's aware of what this is going to be. So I'm going to just pull back. Make sure I get backwards movement. Good girl. I'm going to walk forward. And I'm going to turn. Yeah, I'm going to turn. And then I want this turn. Yep, I'm getting that turn. So fingers crossed we'll be alright.
Looks good.
And hopefully my reins aren't too long, because I struggle with long reins around my foot.
Trying to get you standing in your
In the wonky stirrup.
yeah. You're not going to say that.
Right, I'm just gonna I've got some control when she's doing, so yeah, she's working really nicely off that actually. Good girl. There we go. Yeah, I feel like I'm okay. Sorry about the aeroplane noise there. This was the point where Dan turned on the mics and for some reason they haven't worked. So I thought I would just explain a little bit about what I'm doing with her and why. So obviously there I've already started doing that. This is me trying the other reins. I'm just doing some simple halt transitions just to make sure the brakes are there, and generally actually just using my seat still to bring her down into halt. So she's pretty reactive for that, which is really nice, and she comes down really nicely either way. So after that, I'm just generally putting her through her paces. So I'll just pop some music on for now, and I'll jump back in later when things change a little bit. Okay, so back with me now. We had a lovely canter transition and canter there. This is where it goes wrong slightly. She is absolutely great. She comes back to me lovely, but the steering, however, is slightly off, and you get to see this anatomical value coming right up now, where I nearly run my husband over. So Daniel got a bit scared by the fact that I was coming towards him, wasn't moving. I was actually heading in the right place, but when Daniel decided to step aside a little bit, give P a fright, and she didn't know what she was doing. So yeah, that was a bit of excitement for the day. The rest of the time she worked really nicely and came around a bit better when I had to give a bit more. But I did find she was always sort of pulling on the right rein, and she was better on the left rein. And I just sort of went past back again there just to make sure she wasn't going to try and dive past him if I was to come past again. But yes, I did start to realise when the more canter we had, she was getting that little bit stronger. She makes me, for some reason, hunch over a bit as I come and ask for a downward transition. So that annoyed me slightly. It totally made me change my riding. Another lovely canter transition there. Her canter transitions are coming on so nicely now. I'm so over the moon with her. You can see there she's just resisting a little bit. She's sticking her head up as I'm trying to keep her steady. She obviously doesn't have the balance that some horses may have. If she was more balanced, she probably wouldn't do that. And there we are, just having another circle, and I just give a bigger distance to poor Daniel, who had the fright of his life, bless him. So here we are just changing things up a little bit and giving her some long and low work. I just wanted her to relax a little bit because she was working her lower muscles and her neck very well and starting to resemble a giraffe again. So yeah, we just thought, bring her down, get her nice and steady, get her nice and relaxed, and just see if I can get her to drop her head. And as you can see here, my goodness, she drops her head. She never has dropped her head so low, and I literally was worried she was going to clip herself, and Dan thought she was trying to eat the sand. So yeah, she really did some lovely long and low work here. After I've done the long and low work, I then decided to do a little bit more practice of my steering. So I do a couple of serpentines, and then I just cool off for the day. So I'll just let you carry on watching for now this lovely long and low work, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. such a lovely moment there at the end, just before I give her head over the moon, with how she started to accept the contact when I was asking for it. So that's a really good thing. But the next thing is to try jumping her in this. A bit like deja vu, me with the horse. I'm walking back down the field now. We've just had our ride in the Bitless bridle and she went super. I was really happy with her. She was a bit leany on the right rein, which was a weird feeling. But our brakes were super, and that is one of the important things. But of course we still need steering. So I'm going to try, I think, around some poles, somewhere that I've got a bit of purpose of a point to sort of get to see just what the steering really is like. So maybe do that tomorrow.